Exactly 3 weeks, New Hampshire voters will cast their ballots in the presidential primary. Will former President Trump claim victory, or can one of his challengers pull an upset? Well, WBZ political analyst John Keller has the state of the race.
It's a given that it's about slavery.
Nikki Haley has been spending time cleaning up her failure to mention slavery in an explanation of what caused the Civil War.
She did it because she's unwilling to offend anyone by telling the truth.
And that may have given a boost to the Chris Christie campaign at a moment when polls showed Haley gaining on frontrunner Donald Trump.
Joe Biden is a threat to democracy. He's a threat.
And with 3 weeks to go until New Hampshire weighs in, the question is, does any of this matter?
He is the Ronald Reagan of our time, as far as the Republican Party is concerned.
And to this expert on the New Hampshire primary, Trump's soaring poll numbers since the parade of indictments began have triggered a rally-around effect that makes him all but unbeatable.
Rank-and-file Republicans bought the former president's story, that this is all a setup, and that's the central fact. And anything else, any other candidate we talk about, is just a B story compared to that.
But not everyone agrees. Neil Levesque's Institute of Politics recorded big-time momentum for Haley in their recent poll.
If something happens here where she comes close or somehow beats him, that's going to be a story that's heard around the world.
Biden and Trump are head-to-head. On a good day, he's up by 2 points.
But Trump's strong showing has seemed to undermine his challenger's claims of superior electability.
Right now, that whole argument that Trump can't win an election doesn't hold a lot of water.
All right, so John, the polling in Iowa shows Trump has a commanding lead there, virtually everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Could he stumble in New Hampshire? And if he did, is this just a steamroll to the nomination?
Well, first, my usual disclosure, close relative of mine works for the Haley campaign. Chris, the New Hampshire voters have a history of deciding late.
Yeah.
In the 2000 GOP primary, John McCain came from way back to beat George W. Bush. 2008, Hillary Clinton came from behind to beat Barack Obama. So, of course, there's hope.
Yeah.
One cautionary note, based on those two examples, both Bush and Obama went on to breeze to the nomination. So I would manage my expectations if I were a Trump challenger.
You heard it here from John. All right, John, thank you. Paula. Or actually, hold on. The first presidential delegates, they're going to be awarded in just 2 weeks. Iowa caucuses are set for January 15th. 1 week later, that's New Hampshire. A South Carolina primary, that's scheduled for February 24th, followed by Super Tuesday, March 5th. Massachusetts, one of 16 states set to vote that day. All right, Paul, over to you.
All right, Chris.